This is Hardy Brute, and today I'm going to be playing Apocalypse Express. This is basically Snowpierecer, but before the country froze over and the ice started to spread. So first off, let's change the color of our train. Let's get a nice dark red going. This game plays similarly to Break Siege. It's a roguelike that has a train, but I didn't really like Break Siege. I felt it was very slow. It wasn't very fun, it got very repetitive. This game is very fast-paced, and the train itself has quadrants that you maintain. So the front of the train is the coal, the fuel at the bottom left corner. The little red button behind it is the track changer. The third slot is the main cannon. And the very back of the train is the claw, where you pick up resources, pick up ammo, and you constantly have to maintain all of these at the same time. We had to hit the track switch, otherwise we would have smashed into that other train and taken some damage. But throughout the train, you're trying to fix, repair, keep it from burning and breaking down. You don't actually take damage until your parts start to break, and the fires start to spread. But we completed this first section, the bar at the top, and we didn't take any damage, so we're going to choose a module now. Use this to slowly repair the damage modules. Position a shield, or we get the Gatling gun. That sounds pretty good. It is going to use our ammo at the bottom though. So now we have a whole nother section to the train. And this game is kind of no joke. When it says easy, medium, hard, it legit means that medium and hard are extremely hard. If you don't have fuel, your engine breaks down, the entire train just stalls and they just all wail on you. So it's a lot better idea to take the easy paths to get stronger slowly. I geared up the Gatling gun, so it's going to charge and then just blast in one direction, whatever you chose. But the main way to get ammo is with the claw along the tracks. Now we have to constantly refill the coal, keep the train going, and collect resources along the way. The game does a good job of always having something that you can do, to the point where it kind of gets hectic. But if you make it to the end, even if you're being followed, everything around you is just going to explode and die. So you can always do a last little push towards the end. So we made it to the end, and we're going to pick a free upgrade for one of the modules we already have. The minigame to repair is easier. That's when it actually explodes. The furnace starts fully loaded. I'm going to roll these away. Because as you can see, you can get commons and rares. Increase the duration of the Gatling gun. Or the Gatling shoots faster and it speeds up. I would rather have it shoot longer, because it already has a cooldown after you use it, so making it so that it shoots really fast isn't really all that much of a benefit. So this is going to give us an upgrade for our main cannon. It's also going to be medium difficulty, so we can see how intense this is going to be. We're already fighting jeeps instead of just motorcycles. And let's set up the Gatling gun, try to take some of them out. The claw is in a good position for the ammo. So we took out all of those jeeps. And I completely blanked on switching the tracks. But the minigame is kind of like a Dance Dance Revolution. But once you fixed it, you gotta refill it with coal and get moving again. And we're only about halfway done with this level. So we took a bit of damage there. But we're still pretty healthy. Set up the Gatling gun. We missed the ammo. And we're running out of coal. Having our engine explode early on wipes away our entire fuel supply. We have to fix the track switcher so that doesn't happen again, and so that we can use it. And there's a lot of chaos going on. But we're just trying to blitz to the end, because there's no way we're going to recover all the way. So the faster we get out of this, the better. And we can upgrade our main cannon now. give it piercing, but a slower fire rate. Crit and reload. Hold to charge up the main cannon. I've tried that one before, and that one's actually not as good as it sounds. Let's get the piercing. So with one bullet, we can hit two things. The hard level is death over here. So let's go down the bottom section, get two easy maps first, with the medium relic afterwards. So we're gonna get two relics and then a shop, I believe. Luckily, our train starts fully repaired, so hopefully we can get a better start here. The piercing is already really nice, and it only fires 10% slower, but if they're lined up correctly, you can do double damage. So that's not really a negative. Let's repair the things that got damaged. Say a lot of bikes up top, and a jeep at the bottom. Let's throw the Gatling at the bottom. Grab the ammo. Try to maintain it at 200. And we're halfway through. Make sure to switch the track. And we've got to keep shoveling as well. Now that we've gotten further into the game, we have to fight these rockets as well. We have to fight these homing rockets, which take multiple bullets to destroy, and they go right towards you. They are pretty annoying. But our main cannon, the Gatling, and the Claw are down. But as long as we maintain our coal, I think we're just gonna make it. And avoid all these rockets. Nice. So this game can get pretty intense. You can store unlimited scrap. I didn't know there was a limit. All damage that you deal is reduced by 25%, but you apply burn. It applies 2 stacks of burn instead. Well, I don't apply burn, and that's just a nerf in damage, so let's roll these away. Every time you activate a module, you get 10% coal. That's decent. Explosions deal more damage, but are 25% smaller. I also don't have explosions. So let's just do the coal, I guess. Hopefully we won't have to fuel anymore. The bottom path seems safer, and it also has a main cannon upgrade, which I think are the strongest upgrades in the game. That one gave us piercing, and it can increase our damage by a lot. So this is an easy map, but now we're fighting armored vehicles. You can only damage them when that little door is open. And there are a ton of bikes up top. Let's use the Gatling and try to take some of them out. Hit the track switch, and take out the front bike. And so far we've cleared it. But this map is only just starting. Get some more supplies. Our claw is almost broken. It's lucky I was able to fix it in time. Take out the biker, switch the track, and put more fuel in. So we're halfway through. Our claw is destroyed by the last biker. So let's try to repair it as fast as we can, so we don't take more damage. Take out the armored vehicle. And refuel. So this isn't going so bad. Switch the track, try to get the ammo. Actually, let's try to get the supplies. Ooh, we missed it because of the train switch. Well, that's annoying. Let's take out the rockets. And I think we've made it to the end now. I feel pretty safe. But there's a big armada there too, yeah. But we made it to the first shop. So if you'd miss a turn, automatically use the turn lever twice. Increase the damage and the ammo consumption of the Gatling. The Gatling kind of kills everything it hits anyways. The Gatling shoots 50% more. It's okay. You can use the turn lever even if it's broken. Or we can get more wagon slots, which means more weapons like the Gatling. Let's get another slot. Ideally we shouldn't be missing the turns. And if we lose because of it, it's just because I'm bad at the game. So I'm okay with that. I'd rather spend money on something that's going to make us better down the line. So fill up the fuel. Throw the Gatling downwards. Hopefully kill that armored guy. But look, we destroyed all of them just with the basic Gatling. So I don't know if we need to make that better. The Gatling does cost a lot of ammo though. Ammo is also consumed by your main cannon when it's reloading. We used our last bullet there, we're reloading, and we're at 177 now. So unfortunately we couldn't kill that rocket. So there's a lot of limitations in the game. And a lot of chaos you're trying to balance. Hopefully we can kill this armored car. It's a good lineup. Oh, we're out of fuel. For how many times I was switching modules, I thought I'd get free fuel. Maybe that's not the case. 2 armored vehicles, 3 of them. Switch the tracks. Try to fix the Gatling. We really need this ammo. If we run out of ammo, we can't use any of our guns, and we're kind of just sitting ducks. A lot of our stuff is half health, it's burning. I think these last 2 armored cars are going to be our last threats. So let's try to blitz towards the end. I would love to use the Gatling, but it's already burning. At this point we don't have much choice other than just blitzing, keeping things alive, and minimize the damage. So we took a decent chunk of damage there. Your burning doesn't lose tick damage. Explosions have a 50% chance to explode twice. Burning also reduces the target's attack speed. We don't have any of those. Every 5 uses, your cannon gets 1 damage. That's pretty good. Sundered enemies take more damage. I don't sunder. And you can hold unlimited scrap. So now we should be able to increase our damage slowly. And I still want to go towards the main cannon upgrade. And we actually do burning and explosive damage. When our train parts explode, we are self-burning and self-exploding. But I don't think that's what the game meant. We're starting right off with an armored vehicle. Switch the track. Ooh, I thought I hit it. Clearly I did not. So this is starting off pretty bad. It's a good thing we weren't surrounded. Fill up as much coal as we can. Get my Gatling going. Gatling also has a cooldown. When it's gray, you can't use it. This time I made sure to hit the switch. But we're already suffering from lack of fuel. And I'm pretty sure the 10% fuel gain when you use a module does not function. Because our fuel has never gone up. And maybe it means that you fuel 10% faster? In which case, that's a pretty bad upgrade. I'm already standing there fueling anyways. So we barely fixed the switch. And we're just trying to maintain our speed. That's a new type of vehicle there at the bottom. Shoots straight up rockets at us. But we've been maintaining our speed, even though we've been surrounded this entire time. And everything is burning. I can't repair the switch fast enough. I think I did. We barely made it. But our engine is still broken. We're almost to the end. And we're about half dead now. And now we can upgrade our main weapon. We found a legendary shotgun shells. A lower fire rate, less magazine, yeah, but it fires 5 projectiles. I'm definitely getting the legendary. And don't forget, we also have piercing already. So I'm going to avoid that hard map. Go up and around and maybe take the easy one. Fill up our fuel. And let's check out the shotgun blast. I can't damage these bottom units till the door is open. So grab the ammo, do the switch. And they close the doors. Come on, man. Ooh, that is really good. I can one-shot these guys, yeah. It is going to consume more ammo, but it does so much more damage. 5 bullets and they're all piercing. Our train is burning. Destroyed the top. Everything around me is on fire. And we're out of fuel. Man, I filled it up all the way. Switch, we can't get rid of those rockets. They're gonna hit no matter what. Wow, those big heavy guys take a lot of hits too. We're at like 80% now. And we're at 25% health. This game is looking pretty grim. Even though I feel like we're pretty strong. We just need a second, third, fourth person. One person to man the guns. One person to repair. One person just to yell, good job. And I can stand there shoveling coal all day. Now that's the dream. So we're almost to the end. But we took a ton of damage this round. But we still have 200 ammo. Gatling gun shoots 50% more. Every time the turret takes damage, it refills 2 seconds worth of coal. These are all sort of meh, but I have no more rerolls, so let's make our Gatling gun better. If I choose hard, I die. So let's go up, go to the shop, we can repair at the shop. And the shop should be easy. And I've never actually made it to the end before. So that'll be a treat if we do. Fill up our coal. But even full coal is not enough. Man, those armored guys take 3 shots. And that's with a split shotgun burst. I just wonder how many single bullets it would take. And we're reloading. Did set up the Gatling gun. There are so many bikers. Well, luckily we're pretty good against the bikers now. Get the ammo, get the switch. And we're reloading again. We're almost halfway there. The Gatling's on cooldown. Lots of things are at half health. And the rockets are coming. Hit the switch. Shovel some coal. And we moved up, avoided the rocket. And we still couldn't kill it fast enough. Let's throw the Gatling up top as we clear the bottom. And shovel coal for our lives. Hit the switch. Repair everything. Try to keep things alive. I think our claw is possessed. Even though he's burning. The Gatling's on cooldown. A bunch of missiles. And you actually can shoot the missiles. Nice. Let's repair the claw, get the ammo. And we took too long, we couldn't switch the tracks. And now we're going to a dead stop. So the only thing we can do now is bum rush the end. And pray we live. Ooh, we one-shot the missiles. That definitely saved us right there. So keep shoveling, keep repairing, and pray we get to the end. So that wasn't actually that bad. It looked pretty messy though. When a module dies, it explodes into bullets. Your claw shocks and does damage. Your Gatling's better. Let's stick with the explode on death. So we need to make it one more map. This one should be easy. And we can pay for at least one repair. And then see what happens when you get to the end. Set up the Gatling gun, take out these guys. Switch the tracks, clear out the bottom. I think the easier ones are also shorter. Yeah, but there's definitely less enemies. Oh, so we started off pretty good. And now the big boys are coming in. Switch the tracks. Bottom is cleared, but now we have to get the top. And we're reloading. Perfect. Threw the Gatling up there. And nice, we cleared out the armored one up top. Keep the fuel flowing. There's quite a bit of rockets coming now. These armored cars with the windows are my least favorite, because you only get so many opportunities to attack, and when they're invincible, you can get pretty screwed. A lot of rockets in the back, our claw is burning. We're now taking damage. It's gonna get pretty close here. We can't switch, we gotta fix it fast enough. We did hit the switch. We're still burning in the back. The explosion did help. And this is coming down to the wire. So close to the end, but so close to death. Hopefully if we get the heal, it'll give us like 50% health back. Keep everything repaired. No burning, no burning. No burning, no burning. And we made it. The legendary missile launcher fires a storm of homing missiles. The legendary EMP generates a pulse which disables all enemies. The legendary needler constantly fires bullets in all directions. Where was this shot my entire life? Sadly, we have to get the heal. And now we're broken, we can't buy anything else. But I would have loved to buy one of those legendaries. But they all sounded really cool. So let's move on to the end. The Dune Sea. Let's see what this is. I've never made it this far before. We're finding a giant centipede monster. That is awesome. And it has a similar mechanic to the armored window guys. So you can only damage these sections that are open. Do a track switch. We are doing decent damage to him. So he came from below, and now he's coming from above. So many missiles. He's half dead, and we're not moving anymore. But the goal isn't to move on this one, I think it's to kill the centipede. Switch the tracks. We've taken a bit of damage, but I'm pretty confident we can kill him. It's a nice section over here for the Gatling. The Gatling is doing work. Our main cannon is down. And we're just constantly out of fuel. I really wish we had a friend on this train. We might be able to kill him here if we get some lucky shots off. Keep our ammo up. We've been burning through the ammo. And our engine exploded again. The Gatling's doing a ton of damage here. And what is this? Now he has little drones flying around? Well, I think it's a bit too late for the drones, because I'm pretty sure we're going to kill him here. As long as he opens up a window, we can attack. So close. We could have killed him if we had our Gatling up. So next time for sure. So many explosions. We started at half health, and now we're down to a quarter. And he's just got one tiny little section in the back that we can even hit. We just need a few good shots. One more? Perfect. Burn, baby, burn. So we defeated the centipede, and we got one mystery blue currency, which I think is the meta progression. My goodness. And that was the first act. Wow. First act is really intense. I don't know how much further we can go. But now that we got some meta progression, the next run should be easier, I would hope. Oh, there are brand new enemies. There's a tanker. And the music is pretty cool. It also looks like they've paved the road here. We can still almost one-shot the bikers. My god, they dropped little robot dogs? That is awesome. I really like this game a lot. I just wish it wasn't so dang hard. So we made it through the first section. Position a shield plate. Used to boost the train speed for a short duration. Now that sounds pretty useful. And so we finally used one of our modules. And this is a medium difficulty and another main cannon upgrade. So this should be pretty good. Lots of bikers. Really need some more damage. Because we're no longer one-shotting the bikes. Oh my gosh, there's so many dogs. Luckily the dogs don't do a lot of damage. But that doesn't really matter when there's just so many of them. Let's grab the ammo. We desperately need fuel. Those new enemies didn't seem so bad. Let's do the overdrive. Ooh, we're going so much faster. I don't like the fact that everything keeps up with us though. As shots have a 5% chance to repair. That's pretty good. More fire rate, more magazine. That's also decent. More damage for each consecutive hit on the side of the train. Let's get the vampirism. And let's head down the bottom section. There's 3 upgrades in a row, and they're all easy. We don't have a lot of health to play with. 2 tankers right off the bat, that's not good. What if he could boost away from danger? That'd make it so much more useful. Like, how do they keep up with our speed? I imagine those tankers will explode if you leave them there long enough, and they'll do a ton of damage. Hit the overdrive. But even the bikers can catch up to us. I think the overdrive has worn off, but we're pretty close to the end. They throw Molotov cocktails? Dude. Lots of dogs, but it's too late, dogs. It's too late. Plus 3 seconds of maximum coal per level completed. That's pretty good. During overdrive, we refuel 5% coal every second. Those are basically the same thing. We've got 2 shops coming up. And those will keep us alive if we can make it. And why is our main cannon burning? Why didn't it repair itself? I do not like that. Let's fill up our coal. They have some big veins at the bottom. And they're full of doggos. Switch the tracks. Now blast their dog friends. Try to take out the bikers. And what is the semi doing? Is he slowing us down? Is he stealing our fuel? I have no idea what's going on. But it would be really nice to overdrive away from all this. Keep on fueling. We're kind of close to the end. Let's kill these semis. Even if he's stealing the fuel, we can just keep fueling ourselves. But I don't know what I was thinking. I should have killed this first semi when I had the chance. Because I thought I could just burst to the end. It could outfuel the fuel they were stealing. But now we're definitely stuck. We just have to fuel repair, and pray we make it to the end. But I've never had these semis attached to us like this before. I didn't even know this was a mechanic. And we actually made it to the end with a sliver of health. Increase movement, repair, and shoveling speed. When you collect a resource, it does 1 damage to everybody. Let's get the increased speed. But I don't know if we can make it 2 maps now. I also don't think we could have made it all the way to the end anyways, though. But I definitely messed up in that last map. Screw you, semis. Trying to steal our fuel again. Because I thought he was just slowing us down. Ooh, what are these things? Bikes with hooks? These guys are slowing us down. This is not fair. 4 of them completely put you to a stop, too. And we're just constantly reloading. Stealing our fuel, slowing us down. So many hurdles. You failed to save humanity. Traveled 15 kilometers. Dealt 2,000 damage. Destroyed almost 400 enemies. Well, this game was really awesome. It was also incredibly hard. But we unlocked the Phoenix Flame. And we got the meta progression for this middle section. So we can see the floating combat numbers. Gain +3 rerolls. Increased starting haul. Turn and resource indicators appear sooner. And those also cost 1. So we're not going to be any stronger than we were the last time. And you only seem to get meta progression from the bosses. So I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more, let me know. Later.